Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 16 of NWA Chicago. We have another fantastic episode planned for you all. It's episode number 14 of Main Event Showcase. I don't know why I keep telling you guys the number of episodes of Main Event Showcase we've had. You guys can figure that out. I'm going to stop doing that from this episode. So before we get into the actual run show, let's get an updated look at the Starrcade Classic bracket. So here you can see Cross and Guevara ended up with Sammy Guevara advancing to round 2, so we have 2 second-round matchups already planned, Flip Gordon and Sammy Guevara, Nick Aldis and Tyler Bate. Those are your 2 second-round matchups, and then tonight we have Colin Delaney versus JT Dunn on the schedule, and it should be a great night. So, let's get into the show. In a terrible pre-show match, Brian Pillman Jr. and Joe Hendry defeated Argos and Magnus in 12:22, when Joe Hendry defeated Argos by pinfall with a trip around the globe. 35E+, Brian Pillman Jr. and Joe Hendry don't work well as a team. Their timing was all over the place. So this match was mostly to just see if I could find Joe Hendry a tag team partner, because Joe Hendry is a little bit directionless right now. So it did not work, because him and Brian Pillman don't have chemistry. Also, seeing what we had in Argos and Magnus, because they're brothers, and wanted to see if they had any chemistry, but it doesn't look, they don't have good or bad chemistry, basically. So, now we'll go into our second pre-show match. In about that, at Subpar Wrestling in Little Heat, Ivelisse Valdez defeated Zaya Brookside in 9:20 by pinfall with a Desert Eagle, 35E+, 36 for Ivelisse, and 29 for Zaya Brookside. And we have one more pre-show match. I know a lot more pre-show matches than we normally have. In our third pre-show match, I know a lot more than we usually have. It is a poor pre-show match. Odinson and Impero defeated Mike Winchester and Jay Bradley in 12:34 when Odinson defeated Matt Winchester by submission. Matt Winchester and Jay Bradley, just 2 local Chicago area, not jobbers, but wrestlers that we could bring in on a one-night deal. 36 D- for the match. Odinson got a 35, Impero got a 28, so Odinson is carrying that team. Jay Bradley got a 38, Winchester got a 29. Jay Bradley is carrying that team. Jay Bradley is actually someone that I'm thinking of possibly bringing in on a longer-term deal. I like Jay Bradley. And Odinson was really off his game and still performed with 35, so I'm happy with that. Now, let's get into the main card. In about that, at Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, Colin Delaney defeated JT Dunn in 12:10 by pinfall with a DDT 38 D-. I like that. It was a good match to start the show. And our Starrcade Classic match, Colin Delaney advances. Colin Delaney and JT Dunn have good chemistry. 36 from Delaney, 34 from Dunn. Strong start, got the crowd hotter. I'm very happy with that. That actually outperformed what I kind of expected from this match. Colin Delaney advances to the second round. Alright, so I actually ruined the next segment. I did not set the participants of this segment to not be on camera. They're both on camera, and they're not supposed to be, so I'll just read it to you. Next week, a new tag team debuts. From the ashes of destruction emerges the beacon of light, 56 C-. That was a total mess up on my part, as these two were not supposed to debut until their tag team match next week. So, yeah, I'm gonna skip that segment and go to the next one. And now we're back on track. In about that, in Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, the Havana Pitbulls defeated Gacy and Slater in 7:42 when Rocky Romero defeated Ryan Slater by pinfall with a Foreign Devil. Ryan Slater was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone's performances. Rocky Romero and Ricky Reyes performed very, very, very well in this tag team match. Match got the crowd hotter. Gacy and Slater kind of just brought them in as jobbers, and they served their purpose here. 44 D for the match. I'm very happy with that. The Havana Pitbulls are the ones that really carried the match here. I like the Havana Pitbulls. And after the match, Rocky Romero grabs a kendo stick. It's the kendo stick he was carrying to the ring with him, so it's going to be his thing now. He's always got the kendo stick with him. Ricky Reyes grabs Joe Gacy's arms and pins them behind his back while Gacy's in the ring. Rocky Romero smacks Gacy in the chest with a kendo stick. Gacy's like on his knees in front of Rocky Romero, and Romero smacks him in the chest with the kendo stick. The sick crack of the stick off Gacy's chest echoes around the arena. Romero swings the stick again. Gacy's screaming in agony. It hurts a lot to get hit with a kendo stick. Ryan Slater enters the ring to try to save his partner. He's coming in from behind Rocky Romero. Rocky Romero quickly turns around, strikes him in the abdomen, swings it, strikes Slater in the abdomen, And then as he kind of like crumbles forward to grab his abdomen, he smacks him in the back with it. Slater falls to the mat in pain. Romero turns back to Gacy and strikes him in the head with the kendo stick, like dead in the forehead. Reyes releases him. Gacy falls forward to the mat as well. And Romero and Reyes leave the ring and exit the arena through the crowd, shouting at fans as they make their exit. 46D, very happy with that segment. What I kind of want to do is build the Havana Pitbulls as just absolutely brutal guys, and that's kind of what they're doing right now, and I really dig having these two as just the scrappy, brutal assholes, kind of. So I'm happy with that segment, and now we move on. In a poor match, Tessa Blanchard defeated Kaylee Ray in 11:38 by pinfall by using the ropes for leverage. 45D for the match. I'm very, very happy with that. Kaylee Ray carries Tessa Blanchard to a fantastic match here. Blanchard got a 27, Kaylee Ray got a 49, and as I've said before, I really like Kaylee Ray because she's a performer that can elevate the people she's in the ring with to her level, as opposed to going down to their level, because there's obviously a 22-point difference in their performances, but she was able to get Tessa Blanchard to perform 18 points better for the match as a whole, so I really like that. I really like Kaylee Ray's ability to do that, but Tessa Blanchard wins the match here using the ropes for leverage, and she rolls out of the ring following her controversial win over Kaylee Ray. She begins to walk backwards up the ramp when she bumps into the alpha female. Her back bumps into the alpha female's front. She turns around, alpha female grabs Blanchard and hits her with an alpha slam on the entryway. Alpha female grabs a microphone and she says, "Tessa Blanchard, you are not number one contender. Alpha Female is number one contender. Alpha Female is going to tear Tenille Dashwood apart and win the NWA World Women's Championship. No one is going to stop the Alpha Female." 40 D- for that segment. Very happy with that. Alpha Female obviously does not have the best microphone skills, so to get a 40 D- segment here was very good. It was also based on Tessa Blanchard selling, obviously, because she gets hit with this brutal alpha slam on the entryway. So this sets up possibly a match if we want to go that way, but definitely bills Alpha Female as a huge threat and the next number one contender to Tenille Dashwood's NWA World Women's title. Very happy with this segment. Scarlet Bordeaux and Flip Gordon enter the NWA arena, and Bordeaux says, "Ladies and gentlemen, your NWA World Television Champion Flip Gordon." Last week, Flip was brutally attacked by those thugs, Ricky Reyes and Rocky Romero. They went so far as to even put their hands on me. Rest assured, boys, your punishment is coming. Flip will have his revenge. And Flip Gordon's also got a mic, and he says, "That brings me to my business tonight. Seeing as both the Havana Pitbulls already competed tonight, I can't really call them out for a match. But I get to defend this NWA World Television title championship against anyone here tonight. So who will it be?" Scarlet Bordeaux struggled when going off script, but Flip Gordon worked the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise his dialogue to his advantage. Bordeaux doesn't like having a script, but she doesn't perform well going off script. Flip Gordon didn't have a problem with it, and he performed very well. 31 E+, not happy with that. I was hoping that would be better. That's kind of why I paired these two together, is I thought that Scarlet Bordeaux would be better with the microphone than she has been, but I'm still liking the dynamic they have, so we're going to keep it going. But now, the big question, who will answer Flip Gordon's NWA World Television Championship challenge? It is Ray Horace. And in a decent match, Flip Gordon defeated Ray Horace in 10:37 by submission. Flip Gordon makes defense number 1 of his NWA World Television title. Flip Gordon gets a 43. He was visibly tiring towards the end. We have to get his stamina better. Flip does not have the stamina to be a high spots guy. This was obviously a high spots match because him and Ray Horace, both great spot monkeys. 54 from Ray Horace, 54 C- for the match. Very, very happy with that. So I've actually had Ray Horace on the roster, I think since the very beginning. No, not since the very beginning. For a few weeks, at least. At least since All In. That's about the time that I signed Ray Horace, because I was looking to use the television title to do a lot of high spots matches and showcase some aerial dynamics. And that's obviously what we're doing with Flip Gordon as champion. And Ray Horace can perform very, very well in those high spots-based matches. So we brought him in. He's actually currently a main eventer in NWA Chicago. So, yeah, I'm psyched to have him as a part of the roster. He loses his debut here, but it was a damn good match with Flip Gordon. So I'm very happy with that. And now, we move in to the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, Cody versus Taiji Ishimori. Who will emerge victorious? And let's take a look. In about that, had great wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Cody defeated Taiji Ishimori in 21-17 by pinfall with a silver spoon DDT. Cody makes defense number 1 of his NWA World Heavyweight title. Holy shit, this was a great match. I think this is our best NWA World Heavyweight title match so far. 71 C+, a 69 from Cody, which is his best performance for us so far, and a 62 from Taiji Ishimori, which is also phenomenal. So these two just put on an absolute barn burner here. Great match. I'm so happy with this. It was just a little quick thing that I put together in my head. I went, you know what, Taiji Ishimori just debuted. What would really make him feel like a big deal? An NWA World Heavyweight title match right off the bat, one of his first few matches. That would make him feel like a big deal, and holy shit is he a big deal. He is definitely going to be a player for a while, because this is a, wow, I don't have words. I'm blown away with how great this match was. I was expecting a good match. I was not expecting this good of a match, so wow, very, very happy with that. They put on a great match there. And now, Brandy slides into the ring and hands Cody his NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Brandy raises Cody's hand. Nick Aldis's music plays through the arena as he makes his way onto the ramp. The villain Nick Aldis is back. Well, he's not the villain, he's the dealer. He's the national treasure. I'm so sorry to rain on your parade, Cody. But you hold something that belongs to me. That NWA World Heavyweight Championship. You still have not given me a rematch. Do you fear losing that championship? Do you fear failing to live up to the legacy of your father? Allow me to console your fears. When I win the Starrcade Classic, you will have no choice but to defend that championship against me. Even better, it'll be under the biggest spotlight in all of wrestling, the main event of Starrcade. I'll see you there, Cody, provided you haven't lost your championship before then. 64C. So Nick Aldis, he's still in the Starrcade Classic. He is in the second round, one of the second round matchups against Tyler Bate, and he comes out to call out Cody for having never given him a rematch for his NWA World Heavyweight title, calling him out for a match at Starrcade, trying to call his shot here. 64C, very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. We'll see what happens as Nick Aldis comes out, calls his shot. I kind of wanted to keep this rivalry going a little bit more. They did work very well together. They're two of the top guys in this company, and I thought this would be a nice promo, because here's the problem with the Starrcade Classic that I'm finding with myself, is that I have one of these matchups every week, but then the guys who are in the tournament, I feel like I can't really use them outside of the tournament, and so I find myself, I haven't used Ryback since All In. This is the first time since his first match that Nick Aldis was on the show. It's just hard for me to keep everybody involved while also keeping the Starrcade Classic feeling special, but I'm working on it, I'm seeing, so hopefully we will get this done, and hopefully we can keep the interesting stories flowing while also trying to balance the Starrcade Classic. But I digress, I'm getting really off topic. Now, what do I think the show got? Well, this show was very good. We only had one segment that was an E on the main card of the show. Everything else was a D-, D+, D, or the C's that we got. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this show actually got a C-. If it didn't get a C-, it got a very high D+, because this was a great show, great use of the main event slots here. So let's see. We got a regular C. Holy shit, 62C. Used Ryan Slater far too much on the show. The show increased our popularity in 18 regions. Wow. I am actually shocked that we were able to get a solid C out of this, but it had to be the carry from Cody and Taiji at the end there, and then the national treasure staking his claim, but also that Flip Gordon match really helped. This was just a solid card throughout. When I was looking at this and booking this show, I actually kind of said to myself, this is going to be one of the best episodes of Main Event Showcase I've had, because I had so many great matches on the show. The Havana Pitbulls can pull a great match out of anyone. Kaylee Ray versus Tessa Blanchard, that was going to be a great match, because Kaylee Ray can pull a great match out of anyone. Flip Gordon and Ray Horace, those are two of the best guys in my company right now, in my opinion. They had a great match. Cody and Taji, those are two of the top talents in my company right now. They were going to have a great match. This card was absolutely stacked to begin with, so I had no doubts that it was going to be a great show. Didn't expect it to be one of our best shows. So now, let's see what it got on television, and I'm really psyched to see if it gave us a little bit of a bump on television. So I'll see you guys at that screen. Alright, so that episode of NWA Main Event Showcase was held, as always, in the NWA Arena in Chicago, Illinois, in front of 1,540 fans, and on television, we broke another viewership record of ours. We got a .08 this time, 60,090 viewers. Wow, it feels good. Wow, I have no other words. That was a great show from us. And the viewership really shows that. This 62C, this is our highest rated episode of Main Event Showcase of all time. And this is our second highest rated show behind only All In. Only 3 points behind All In. So I'm very happy with that. Great show. Everyone performed so well. And I'm incredibly happy with that one. But there's actually a few news things I want to take you guys through. So I'm here, we get out of the show, and what's this? WWE rejection. It looks like Triple H may be on his way out of WWE. The company's not renewing his contract. Could Triple H be making the jump to NWA Chicago? Who knows? Let's just add some fuel to the fire. Because rumors, we don't really have a dirt sheet. There's no Wrestling Observer Radio, Wrestling Observer newsletter for TEW for you guys to look at. You guys don't get to see a lot of the news in the wrestling world, so let's just break this one. Triple H may be out of the WWE, but also Goldust could also be on his way out of the WWE. Just wonder what could happen there. But also some things that I wanted to address is, if you didn't know, the headlines from around the world, they go in order of importance or like overness, basically how important the things are. And the shows that are in here are based on how well the shows were. So WWE Main Event was below us. We performed better than them. Their show was a 57C-, and ours was, if you recall, the 62C. We were also right underneath SmackDown, which drew a lot more fans than us and probably had a huge, 16.50 on television. But their show was just slightly better than ours. Only 8 points better, and look at all the talent they had on their show. All the over talent, Ambrose and Reigns, they had the Leaders of Worlds, they had the New Day, Peyton Royce. Couldn't say that one with a straight face, but still, look at all of the talent they used on their show. John Cena and The Undertaker were on their show, but they only got a 70C+. But we, without all this, did almost as well. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the continued support of the series. It means so much to me. Also, one other thing, Noam Dar broke his humerus right after coming back from that torn ACL. So I kind of really feel for Noam Dar right now. I wonder how long Noam Dar is going to be out. He's going to be out another 2 months. I feel bad for this dude. Noam Dar just keeps getting hurt. What is his... Is he just, like, really bad? His toughness is a 60, his resilience is 79. I don't know. Maybe he's injury-prone. We'll see. Behavior, nothing to report. Feel bad for Noam Dar. Couple unlucky breaks from him. But Triple H might be leaving the WWE, so we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching so much, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Main Event Showcase.